It's on Beepos.
Okay, let me find it.
It's on Beepos.
People's
Beepos, Beepos,
headphones.
Beepos, Beepos. It's on Beepos. Beepos. Okay. Let me tweet it out. Discussing Jake.
One sec, trying to get my headphones to work. Because it only wants to come out of one ear right now.
Uh,
I hate that. Work.
I gotta get a damn frickin' wedding tomorrow.
Yeah, that's gonna suck. I bet.
Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. We got 5 people watching.
Yeah,
I guess the title did it for them, huh?
I guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
Alright, so I wanted to do this stream because I just want to explain without being like interrupted and run down for feeling the way that I do, like I was the other day. I'm not getting on here to bash Jake. I'm just explaining how I felt in the situation and how I felt in the situation when I tried to explain. I do want to say this though. My mental state has been an absolute roller coaster in the last couple of weeks. I've hidden it pretty well for the most part, but sometimes I find myself cracking, because I'm only human, it happens. Um, I didn't go into too much detail when I had gotten home from the hospital, not the hospital, I'm sorry, the doctor the other day when Kara had taken me. I was told that this bout of pneumonia could very well kill me. And when you hear things like that, it kind of fucks with you mentally. If I don't improve within the next 3-4 days, I could end up in a hospital bed in a different county. I don't know where, but that's what I was told. So my mental state has not been the best. And when we were in Jake's doing that stream, and when that whole shit happened, I felt objectified. I felt I felt humiliated. I felt very cornered. And I tried to express how uncomfortable I was several times. And nobody seemed to get it. Simply because I laughed, quote unquote. I laughed, yeah, but it was not real laughter. It was me uncomfortable laughter. I just wanted the conversation to speed along as quickly as possible to get away from that topic because that kind of thing makes me very uncomfortable. I don't know if anybody realizes it, but when I'm spoken to that way, I get it makes me cringe. Like it makes me physically upset. And I have my own reasons for that. No, I will not get into it, but I just don't like being spoken to that way. And this is now the third time that has happened. First time was Congasm. I was humiliated in that stream. Yes, Jake did kick him off the panel once he realized what had happened. And I'm not discrediting him for that, but it still happened. And I was pretty humiliated by that. The second time, I mean, well, after that first incident, I did ask Jake, don't do that matchmaking stuff, please. I don't like it, you know? And then the second time, he tried to hook me and Cactus up. We both told him to stop. We both told him we didn't like it. Cactus got more upset than I did, and, we both explained to Jake that we didn't like it, so please don't do it. He said he wouldn't do it no more. And then the other night was the third time. So me snapping and losing my shit, I feel a little justified in that, because that is a request I had made a couple of times before and they've gone ignored. So yeah, it is kind of upsetting. But instead of accepting that I'm uncomfortable with the situation, instead, when I tell them I'm uncomfortable, I'm laughed at and mocked, as if I deserve what had happened. Oh, it's just a joke. Get over it. Okay? If you were in a situation where you're being spoken to in a way that makes you feel extremely uncomfortable in a crowd of people, and you say you're uncomfortable and you're laughed at and mocked and feeling so invalidated for how you feel, you'd be just as upset, you know? So I just essentially decided, you know what, I'm just going to go. If I'm not going to be respected here, I want nothing to do with this. So I left.
Mm.
And even Kara had gone back and listened to it. She can give you her opinion on it.
I think he's a typical man that doesn't understand jokes. It doesn't do jokes. And he just thinks everything is a joke.
I went back and listened to it myself, and it brought me to tears. It actually did.
Sorry.
Because it's
My
fine.
aunt
I
was
felt
my aunt
so
was asking me something.
hurt. No, you're good. You're good. I felt so hurt by all of that, and, combined with everything going on with me health wise, that, like, all this other shit that I got going on, it just, I wasn't like taking my frustrations out on anybody really that stream. I was just feeling like very overwhelmed and hurt, and I wanted no part of it, you know?
Yeah.
And I talked to you about it, and then
Yep.
I decided to sleep. I decided to sleep on it. Maybe because I was saying to myself before I went to sleep that night, maybe I did overreact. Maybe I
Right.
should have gone that far, So I slept on it, and I was still feeling really shitty the next day about what happened.
Right. You were.
Yeah, because usually if I make a mistake and I sleep on it and I wake up the next day, I'll realize, okay, I fucked up here. I need to make it up. I need to make it right.
Yeah.
You know, but I was still feeling really upset about what happened. So I got my thoughts together, I collected myself, and I sent a message to Jake letting him know why I was upset and that I would not be doing panels with him anymore because he does not respect me and the simple things that I had asked.
Yeah.
And instead of acknowledging that I was hurt and accepting that, he was responsible for that, he turned it around like I had done something wrong He also invalidated my feelings by saying, "Oh, sorry you feel that way." That's not an apology. I don't care what anyone says. If you were hurt by somebody and somebody were to tell you, "Oh, sorry you feel that way," that's not an apology. That's just somebody being like, "Oh, well, that's just how you feel."
Yeah, that's like dismissing your feelings, really. To
Exactly.
me, it is anyway.
Yeah, to me, pretty much the same thing. And when he tried to turn it around on me, like I had done something wrong, I got really upset, like to the point I wanted to rage, and I blocked him. It was only going to be temporary because I needed to chill out because I didn't want to hear from him at that point. I needed some space. And that was how I got my space. I just blocked him.
Yeah.
Sometime later, I saw that Dina was live, and I told her I'm not going to be doing streams with Jake no more. She invited me up on panel, and I broke down. I'm not going to be all wishy-washy about it. I fucking broke down. Like, all of the emotions just fucking flooded out of me, and I cried. And normally I don't cry. It's very, very hard to make me cry. And all of the stuff going on, it just fucked with me mentally, and I broke down. And I was trying to explain how I felt, and she seemed to understand. Everybody else in the chat seemed to understand. A couple were questioning how I like questioning me and stuff, and that's fine. And as soon as Jake comes in, their tunes seem to change. A good portion of them,
That's
anyway.
how it is on YouTube.
It's like,
And,
oh,
and I'm not speaking bad about Tina.
yeah,
However, and it was just like that with Guest Mob. When you leave a community, your name gets dragged through the mud, and those people will stick for whoever is the leader at the time, whether it's Tina, whether it's Isaac, whatever.
yeah,
And it's just the nature of the beast on YouTube. And obviously, Jake's community is no different.
yeah. It's like, first it was, okay, we support what you're saying, Bliss. Like, we understand you were hurt. Maybe he should acknowledge that. Soon as he comes in, it goes from
Uh-huh.
that to, oh, there must be something deeper going on. There must be
Of course.
something else going on. And
Yeah, that's how it goes.
I'm thinking to myself, that's so dumb. And no, I'm not referring, I understand people may say, oh, maybe it's because she's sick. Maybe that's what's going on. It's not just that, guys. The way I was treated and how I was dismissed, my feelings were disregarded. This is a human being hurt by another human. Okay, this is a person being hurt by another person. It doesn't run that deep. It's not like, oh, and also when Jake got on panel, he wouldn't let me speak. He continuously interrupted me, gaslighting, and saying, oh, well, you're on panel now, I'm uncomfortable.
Ugh.
And then he goes and hits me with, oh, it must be because you want me, right? Like, how arrogant can you be? First off,
Oh, yeah.
my heart belongs to somebody, but it's definitely not Jake. I have not had any interest in Jake in over a year. I don't know why people are so hard pressed, focused on that as if it's true, but it's not.
Sorry, I like Scottish accents, not New Zealand ones.
Well, the thing is, like, it doesn't even have to be like that. Why does it have to be a woman and a guy? Why can't it be another person hurting a person?
Because
You know,
women are from Venus and men are from Mars.
I just don't get that whole mentality. It's like, it's not about a woman being objectified and hurt. It's about a person being hurt by their friend or somebody they thought was a friend. Okay.
Well,
Take gender out of the entire equation because it's not what it was about.
I know, but people are going to think that anyway. It's stupid.
Well, the fact is that he decided to throw that into my face. And when I said that's not what it's about, he had the balls to say, well, there's people who disagree with you.
Well, let them think whatever the hell they want.
Let them think what they like.
Mm-hmm.
And then he also hit me with, I ask you not to talk about the guinea pigs. How did the two even compare?
I don't know.
I just don't understand that. And talking about guinea pigs doesn't set somebody up to be put in a position where they are super uncomfortable like I was. Also, people in Jake's chats seemed to actually enjoy when I talked about the guinea pigs. The only person that had a problem with it was Jake.
Well, then damn, he must not like me either for talking about my dogs. I don't know. He's just.
I'm just honestly 50 Shades of Crazy.
He's an odd one.
I don't know. I didn't want it to end up like this. I really didn't. I tried to discuss it privately with Jake. He disregarded how I was feeling and just cast me aside. You know, and it hurts. Okay? Because he's somebody I considered a very close friend. And the way he has treated me because of this situation, it proves that I was nothing to him. And that's hurtful because I actually did do a lot for him.
Oh, you knew he's gonna come back tomorrow and be like, she didn't do anything for me.
Well, I mean, I made all the graphics for the channel. I did pay him in super chats. When I had the money, I made sure I was a member. He paid for 2 months, which I appreciated. I'm not dismissing what he did, but I did do a lot.
"50 Shades of Crazy." I've never seen you ever here, 50 Shades of Crazy, but welcome.
She's from Jake's. And I want to explain something about my guinea pigs, since they are such a problem for Jake. They're like my kids.
Why would guinea pigs be such a problem?
I don't know. I kept questioning that because at first I thought he was kidding when he said, stop talking about him. And I thought it was a joke. I really thought he was kidding because we would argue about it and then we would laugh. We'd start laughing. So I thought it was a joke.
I don't know.
But I guess they really do bother him. Talking about my guinea pigs, my cat, or my kid is like my happy place. It makes me feel good to talk about the things that mean a lot.
50 Shades were generally over on my other channel, Marilyn's Missing and the Murder, where we talk about the Gabby Petito case.
I deleted my channel. I re-rolled my entire account.
The Marilyn's Missing and Murder channel is where the good Kara resides. This People's channel is where the evil, hated Kara resides.
Yeah.
I try not to talk shit on my other channel, but this is the channel where I talk shit.
Well, you have an unprofessional channel and a professional channel. Nothing wrong with that.
That's true. I have a drama channel and a serious channel.
Yeah. But yeah, I re-rolled my account. I deleted my channel. I lost all of my subs, my subscriptions, everything. All of the videos I had on there, they're all gone.
Here, I'll go in there right now, and I'll say hey.
I
Hi.
do have a secondary channel, but there's only like 40 subs on there.
There you go. We're all dying of a cough. It will not go away. What the hell is that?
And the thing is, I don't hate Jake. I just wish he would understand where I'm coming from.
I don't hate Jake either. He ain't do nothing to me. But I support Bliss.
That is my new YouTube channel. It's called Galaxy. I'm not going to be using it for the community. I'm going to be using it for something else. But there's the link to the Blister channel that's current right now.
Blister and Beeples.
Yeah.
And Blister.
Peoples and Blister.
I'm so debating whether I should get a Beeples tattoo. That'd be hilarious.
Well, I do have a Blissful Impurity tattoo, but it's fucked up thanks to surgery.
Give me a Beeples tattoo and a hairy coo. Right, Ginge?
But like I was saying, like talking about my pets and my kid, they're my happy place. They mean a lot to me. And I know that a lot of people in Jake's chat enjoyed when I talked about my pets and my kid because it's something they can relate with. And, you know, I know Jake wanted to grow the channel. So I kind of use that, you know, talk about stuff that's relatable. And I think I mentioned that to him, but he still had an issue with it for some reason. I don't know.
I don't get it. Maybe I hate to think of this. Maybe he likes to kill animals. I don't know.
Or maybe he just wanted straight up drama talk.
Well, that's
About
possible.
the thing is, like, the G Mangoes thing. To be honest, I don't really like G Mangoes that much. Just not because of other people disliking him, but just from what I've seen on for myself, I'm not a fan of his. You know, I do appreciate Leigh Jeno and Mark Terry coming to my defense. You know, they didn't have to because I did say some pretty mean things to Mark Terry and about his wife, which I feel kind of bad now about. I did apologize. I said, I'm sorry I said those things about you and your wife. You know, you didn't need to defend me. You didn't have to because I was kind of a cunt and I do apologize. And, you know,
God, I'm still loved. I'm still loved, Bliss.
I'm glad you are.
I'm still loved. 7 dislikes. Yes.
I know, we love Team Dislike. I bet like 5 of those are Tina. We don't hate you, Tina. No, we weren't talking about you. I don't know why Bob Memes is so obsessed with that. I don't know why. I mentioned Brandon in passing. I said that he and YT used to be friends. That's all I said. I wasn't insulting him or even you. I don't know where that came from.
I don't know either because I ain't say shit about him either.
I don't really have an issue with Tina or Brandon or
Nope.
even fucking Bob Memes. I don't have an issue with any of them.
I think Bob Memes just wants a little bit of
Attention.
clout. Yeah, clout from
Or,
people.
or maybe cause some kind of beef between us because he's bored
Uh,
and he enjoyed the Tina versus Bliss and Kara beef, which that is over with. Like, we don't want to beef with her.
it's like 3 years old.
Yeah.
Golly, you're
And
well old.
we know that there's something going on with her son right now. And we want her to focus on that and not what others think of her on the internet.
Yeah, my prayers are definitely with her son, cause I don't know what I would do if one of my boys was sick, and I know Bliss feels the same way. You know,
Yeah.
not with her prayers, but with how she would feel if something happened to her boy.
Yeah.
So I don't have a problem. That shit with Tina's dead and buried and
Yeah. We
over
put
with.
that,
I don't care.
we buried that hatchet not in her back. We buried that in, like, behind us. Like, we don't want to deal with that anymore. Um, Tina, we don't know what's going on with your son, but whatever it is, we hope that it does get better. And we hope that, Albert's going to be fine.
Yes.
And I know that you're dealing with some issues of your own with your leg and everything. I can sympathize because, I deal with some with my own issues. I do remember you saying
Mhm.
that I was going to lose my leg before you did. I guess you beat me to that, but yeah. Jokes aside, I hope you get better.
We have more important things to do.
Yeah. Excuse me. I need to take my inhaler.
It's over. It's done. I mean,
Yeah, like, we don't want to beef
yeah.
with Tina. I mean, look, let's just be honest here. What more can anybody really take from Tina? I mean, her father passed away.
Mm,
She might end up without a home. Her son's going through some shit. She's dealing with some shit. I mean, like,
yeah, pretty much.
I think people should just leave her alone and just let her
Yeah. Move the
be.
fuck on. Move on, people. Move on.
But when we say that we actually genuinely hope things get better for Tina, we do mean that. We're not trying to be, funny or cruel. We actually do mean that. But back onto Jake. I don't hate the guy. I just wish he would understand that jokes can be taken really far, and he took it way too far this time, and it actually hurt me a great deal. And he's not blocked. I unblocked him. Um, he's not blocked on Discord. He's not blocked on Facebook. He's not blocked in Hangouts. Like, I don't like, if he wants to contact me, feel free. But unless he actually understands what happened and why I'm upset, then I really have nothing to say to him. Bob memes is like Cloud Strife and Bambi. They make things up and lies to piss her off and start drama to stir the pot. That's how she claims you were talking about her because of those people. Oh, I know. You know who. I know.
Oh, I
Um,
know who you know who is.
I don't know.
I
Um,
think I know who you know who is.
okay. Well, you can tell me in private if you like. But
Yeah.
yeah, we know that that's what was going on. I don't understand why he's doing that. Um, we're not interested in a fight with her. So
Well,
she can say, like, he can stir the pot with her and she can say whatever she likes about us. We're not going to insult her back or anything like that. It's just, we're not
nope.
interested. We've already explained that to him on 2 live streams, I believe, plus this one. So we did hear that there was some issues going on between him and Tina personally. From our standpoint, like, we know that his little wrench was taken from him. So maybe,
Oops.
yeah. And it had nothing to do with us. So um, maybe he should focus on that and being more honest with her in the future instead of lying to her.
Yep. I agree.
You know, like I'm
We
over the
just
old
like,
drama.
yeah, we just like to sit back and, get some pizza and some popcorn and just, chill.
Yeah, when it comes to like old dramas and stuff, I really don't like instigating it and I don't like participating in it. I know, like, you know, I know that Morticia and Leilani right now fucking hate my guts, and that's fine. They can hate me. Um,
Who cares?
the funny thing is, I was in my email, and if anybody has Gmail as their email address, um, Hangouts is actually in the email window, and I found my old conversation with Morticia, and I read over it today. We left off on a fairly good note
Hmm.
because let me see if I can get to it. The last thing I said to her, I don't want to see you caught up in the drama. And she said, I appreciate that, Bliss. Thank you. And that was on July 3rd, 2020. That was over a year ago. I had not had any issues with Morticia, but she obviously has taken exception to some of the things that I have said about Leilani as well as Nora. Um, I'm not a fan of Nora because she did lie about me a couple of times, stating that I'm only Kara's friend because she made a blanket for me or something or other. I'm also not a fan of somebody who will willingly abandon their kids for a guy, which, in all honesty, no, it is not my business, but it was a public thing. It did happen, and that's something that she's going to have to live with. Leilani, she knows what she's done to me. I didn't have an issue with her. I was actually her friend right up until I caught her in a live stream talking trash on me because me and Lisa and Pagel did not get along. And that's why I stopped being her friend. But she likes to claim the other way around, that I'm the one that stabbed her in the back. But I caught her talking shit on me. And she won't acknowledge that. She tries to deny that. But that's okay. She can do that.
Why do you think I was making up shit to her? Because I knew she was a liar. Mm. I knew she was a liar, so I started making up shit.
Yeah. I'm
And guess
just,
what? And guess what? I was right. I was right.
yeah. Also, Leilani, I know you posted, um, what happened in Dita's stream on your channel. I'm actually glad you did, to be honest with you. I will say, though, my voice sped up fucking is hilarious. I was actually, like, coughing my lungs out laughing at it. Like, listening to me crying. My voice all sped up. It's actually really funny. Um, but there is something you said. Like, you provided some colorful commentary, which, is always appreciated. Um, you said that I had brought it onto myself, that everything that had happened, I brought onto myself. Well, that would be like telling a rape victim that they brought the rape onto themselves.
Ooh.
That's that kind of victim shaming mentality. I'm not here for it. But in a sense, I kind of do agree with you to a point because I feel like I trusted somebody who just does not care about me as a friend or me as a human or a person.
Well, let's just, she said that you brought it on her, on yourself, right?
Yeah.
So does that mean your husband, but not really your husband, cheated on you because you brought it on yourself. Oh, did I say that? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, Nora's in the chat. I found
Who
out that's actually
cares?
Nora. Well, I found out that's actually Nora because I wasn't sure who the squish was. Well, that's something you need to take up with Morticia because she's the one that actually put that out there.
Ooh.
And yeah, I can actually show that in the Hangouts.
Oh. Oh.
That's something you'll have to take up with her.
Oh. Damn.
I mean, I'm happy for you that you have your kids and that Aaron is with you. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be miserable.
Girl, you could have done much better. Ooh.
See?
Ooh. Oh, there she is. Hey, Manatee. What you doing, girl? How's your one son? How's your ex-con? Is he good?
Well, no, in a sense, I'm not comparing myself to a rape victim. What I said was that victim shaming mentality, I'm not here for it, which is essentially what you did. And that's okay. Because I kind of do agree with you to a point. I did bring it on myself because I trusted the wrong person. Okay, Nora, that's fine. I mean,
Bye, bitch.
I'm not here to fucking. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh no, she doesn't have her kids. I'm not going to sit here and say that. Talk to Morticia. She's the one that said it.
Bye, bitch. Adios. Have a nice night.
Okay, but like I said, Leilani, that's like telling a rape victim who talks shit about their stalker that they brought the rape onto themselves because, they talked about the stalker. It's it gets you pooped in the mouth. That's kind of gross.
What the fuck is pooped in the mouth?
I don't know. I think she meant to say popped in the mouth. I've never been punched in my mouth, but okay.
Bye, bitch.
Here's what I can. Here's what I said. Hold on, let me get to it. And I'm not even shitting on you, Nora. I'm just saying this is what I was told by your friend. Is it true what I'm hearing about Nora? And she says, what are you hearing? I said that she has been snaking y'all behind your backs by giving over private conversations to people. Also heard she abandoned her kids to move to South Carolina with Aaron Shy. And I just heard that she is pregnant. And honestly, if you were, congratulations. I wasn't like shitting on you for that. And she said, yes, but I didn't hear she was pregnant. I said, sorry to hear she hurt you guys. And Morticia says, thanks, Bliss. We caught her in a lot of lies and BS. It was time to let her go.
Reaching for the stars artillery.
Wait,
Can I just say,
Hillary?
hey,
Girl, are you doing text? Are you doing voice to text?
Manatee, you need to learn English, bitch.
Reaching for the stars artillery. God.
Golly. I hope your son does better at school than obviously you did. Golly.
I think maybe she's talking really fast and the voice to text picks up. You know how Tina used to do it, and her speech always came out a little jumbled.
That ain't Jake.
Oh, that's fine. It's a happy little trolls. I know,
Oh,
honestly, Lonnie, here's the thing. I know that was settled. I'm just saying she would have to take that up with Morticia because Morticia is the one that put that out there.
pretty much.
I didn't. But
Nope.
because I trusted Morticia, I believed her.
Here, I'm gonna spell it in the chat. What it's supposed to say: Popped. Popped, not pooped.
Pooped. But honestly, Leilani, y'all know nothing, and that's facts. If
Huh?
I'm wrong, Nora, I'm wrong. And I'm happy to know that I'm wrong. You know why? Because why would I want anyone to be like, why would I want that for any kid? Like that's something that a sociopath would want. I'm not a sociopath, so if I'm wrong, I'm happy to know that I'm wrong.
How's your lupus doing, bitch?
Well, that was mean.
I'm a mean person. I can be mean on this channel. Fuck it. This is the mean and nasty channel. Oh Lord Jesus.
Nothing, Morticia. Just talking. No.
Oh,
Well, yeah, kind of. I was talking about the Hangouts conversation we
hey,
had.
my lupus is great. I haven't been on prednisone for a while. I'm down one pill. It's delicious. And I still got a full head of hair, honey. Thick too.
All I did was mention the Hangouts conversation we had. It's still on my Hangouts. I mean, what about the Hangouts? I'm talking about the Hangouts conversation you and I had, where you did tell me that Nora abandoned her kids.
I don't
And
even I don't even have what? Lupus?
and Nora came in here and told me that I'm wrong.
Oh
And if
shit.
I'm wrong, I accept that.
Oh my gosh. I don't even have lupus. Please. I don't have lupus.
We know
Oh,
you have lupus.
hallelujah. I don't have it anymore. Thank you, I was cured. Jesus cured me. Yes. Yes, Jesus. Jesus, you are the best. Oh, I am allergic to prednisone. I sure am. But they still give me steroid. What was that shot I got? What was it? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know the name of it. But yeah, got a shot. Yep. Sure did.
Speaking of meds, I
And
gotta take
guess what?
antibiotics.
My husband was with me at that doctor's appointment. Oh my gosh.
Nobody is even like trying to discredit who has what. Honestly, I don't see the point of that.
I said, how's your lupus, bitch? Golly. Lord. Oh, so ha ha ha, I did. Well, there you go. There you go.
Okay, you did.
There you go.
I wasn't even saying it to be cruel. I was just pointing out that that's what was said.
That was it. Pretty much. You can rewind it back a little bit and you can hear it. You sure can. mm. Oh, where did Leilani go? Golly, I wanted to drag her some more. Damn it. How's that ugly man of yours, boss? Ismail. What the fuck kind of name is that shit? Ismail.
Is that
Woo.
Middle Eastern? I don't
Who
know.
knows? I don't know.
It's an odd name, but it's not like a
Ismail.
horrible name. Is
Ismail.
I think they like pronounce it like a certain way, like Ishmael or Ismail. I have no idea. I also
Mm.
did talk about the last part of our conversation in Hangouts, Morty, where I said I didn't want to see you caught up in the drama because of what Isaac was saying and how he had confronted me for being your friend. And I had stood up for you and said, despite what happened, she has a good heart. And I know she is remorseful for what happened.
Damn, I need a cigarette.
But, when you went onto that one live stream you did not that long ago, saying that you were proud that you did it, it's kind of messed up.
Manatee, where are you? Manatee. Where'd you go? I thought you work at night, bitch. Oh, damn. I guess she ain't working on the straight corner tonight. Oh, damn.
Well, Morticia, let me ask you a question. Well, let me ask you this. What if it was your daughter? No, I'm not perfect at all. Never. I would never consider myself perfect. I've fucked up in my life, definitely.
Guess you think you're perfect, Bliss.
Who?
Jesus.
I'm about to burst into flames. But no, I wasn't talking shit about you, Morty. I was just mentioning the hangouts. That's it.
I
I
gotta
mean,
go to
if
some
you want to
fucking
listen to
ball.
Leilani say that, hey, they're talking shit about you, I mean, please feel free to rewind the stream.
Morty, I would really seriously, you should really seriously rethink your friendship with her because she is a fucking liar.
And the reason why me and her stopped being friends, I told you about it. I caught her in Lisa and Pagels running her mouth on me.
Look, I know you do your research, Morty. Do your research on this bitch because she's a liar. She lies about everything.
Well, you're bringing up old stuff about me, aren't you?
Mind your business.
Well, please feel free to do the same.
I'm gonna pray for you, Morty. I'm gonna pray for your conversion.
I got no issue with you, Morty. I really don't.
I'm gonna have a mass said for you.
I really have no issue with you.
I do have to go to confession tomorrow. That's gonna suck. He gonna give me a very long penance because I've been very bad this week.
I got pneumonia in both my lungs. I'm probably on the verge of ending up in the fucking hospital. I got my kid to worry about.
Well, you ain't watching me talk
I
about
talk
no
about
girl.
Leilani constantly because, yeah, I'm still kind of hurt by the whole situation.
That bitch can't get over talking about us, so fuck her.
But it had nothing to do with you.
Hell yeah, boss. You mean Leilani the manatee, the lying wicked witch of the west? Yeah, her.
And I
Look her
don't
up.
like. Okay, I can ask Nora. Oh. Nora
Oh.
told people that I was only friends with Kara because she made a blanket for me. Like, come on.
Oh my god. I took you to the doctor this week. Lord. Shit. She didn't lie about anything. She ain't lie about nothing.
I
Oh,
brought your name up because of the hangouts. That's it.
that
I
was
have
it.
no issue with
Really.
you.
Rewind the stream. You could listen to it for yourself.
And yes, Kara did make me go to the doctor. She came
Yes,
and
it
picked
did.
me up and took me to the doctor. And I'm glad she did because,
That's a
I mean, it may be old, but it's something you did. I don't understand the point of a lie like that, really. I mean, I'm just wondering, like, why? In all honesty, I really don't even have that much beef with Leilani. I'm just still a little hurt because, you know, I didn't like Lisa and Pagel because of the shit they were doing. And then I catch her talking shit on me in their stream. Okay, well, like I said, Nora, blame Morty. She's the one that told people that. I'm not the one who made that up. I do myself. Morticia sounded so wrong. I got a lot on my plate. And I was doing this stream to address the situation with Jake. And I mentioned, because Leilani.
Wait a minute. I said, do your research about Leilani. That was directed to Morticia, because if you do your research, you will see that she lies about everything. Her husband that really wasn't her husband, her houses that she said she owned that she didn't own, she rented. You can do this all. Just look it up on a background check. It's all there for you to see. She's a liar about everything.
In all honesty, I don't really care about that no more.
I think it's funny because I think the only reason that she keeps bringing me up constantly is because she knows that I know that she's a damn liar.
Well, Morty,
Huh.
I have not really mentioned Leilani. I mentioned her not that long ago because it was just, she was part of the situation. I can't even remember what it was, but I wasn't even saying anything nasty about her. I was like, yeah, Leilani was there for it. She was part of it. And, she keeps going on streams talking about, the whole swatting thing. And she says that we gave her the information, while you yourself can confirm that Tina's information was already public knowledge long before Leilani even got to the community.
Morty, maybe you need to tell Boss to stop talking about us, because she was on German Lady's panel a few days ago running her big fat trap.
And that's another thing you told me in the Hangouts, that if you caught her talking about us, you would tell her to shut up.
Well, the German ladies.
She was telling everybody that we gave her the information. And we didn't, because, Morty, Tina's information was already public. Tina had already doxed herself like quite a few times. People were actually coming into my streams using Tina's address as their avatars. Or not their avatars, sorry, their screen names. Her shit was already out there. We didn't give Leilani anything. Yeah, like I said, I even said me and her were complicit in that happening. We let it happen. I wouldn't say encouraged it, but we didn't stop it either. So that's where we fucked up. I'm owning my own shit in that whole situation. And I even said that if Tina wanted to press charges on me for my role in it, then that would be it. Look who's in the chat now. What flip-flopping games? We're not even... I have no issue with Tina.
Who?
I don't even know why you think we have an issue with Tina. We don't.
Bob. Why don't you go and suck your own dick if you can? Because you really need that attention. Seriously.
Well, Morty, I'm just going to tell you, go see what she's up to. Go see the things that she has said about me. Okay? Because I came back after a year-long hiatus because I needed, some time to myself. I wasn't even talking to Kara. I was
Mm-mm.
okay, but Bob, but you didn't see what had happened the other night. Okay, so the reason why I'm upset with Jake right now has nothing really to do with Tina or even Morticia or Leilani or Nora or anything. It was just a situation that happened that I'm still upset about.
Morticia, ask your sweet friend Leilani the manatee, how many times has she just out of the blue called me names? Hmm. Hmm.
I mean, I do appreciate her bringing life back to the whole blister thing. That I kind of enjoy using that name. What happened? It's on my channel. The whole
Oh,
situation.
so Bob, did you really? I saw that you don't have a wrench in Tina's anymore. Oh, what happened? Oh, is it because you and Big Ange were, communicating behind the scenes? Is that what happened to you? Oh, I'm sorry. Not really.
And if you had heard what me and Kara were saying earlier, Bob means we have no issue with Tina.
Nope.
I don't know why you're telling her that we're talking about her because we're not.
Or Brandon.
Or Brandon. Like,
Nope.
I mentioned Brandon, yeah, but I said he and YT used to be friends. That's all I said. I didn't even say anything nasty against the guy.
Bob, just know that I have two contacts over there, and let's just say both of them don't like you. Just saying. Have a nice day
Morty,
now.
Morty, I will say this. If she stops talking about me, I'll stop mentioning her.
Mm-hmm, me too.
I don't want to have anything to do with her because I still feel very betrayed by the whole situation. If she leaves me alone, I'll leave her alone. And I actually will swear on that.
Bay, on the other hand, we can't speak for her.
That's fine. You feel free to screen record.
Do it.
We talked about, I mean, feel free to rewind the stream. Sorry, my brain. I knew it wouldn't last. Well, look, it's on my channel. If you really must know, he took a joke way too far for the third time, and I got really upset about it. I don't like the whole matchmaking game he likes to play. I'm not interested in that. First time it happened, I was objectified. I felt violated. And yes, he kicked that person off the stream after I had left. Um, he acknowledged that I was hurt in that situation. Then he tried doing it with Cactus, which I have no issue with Cactus. I like Cactus. I think he's a cool guy. But me and Cactus both told him to stop doing it. And then the other night, he put me in that position again. And I told him I'm not comfortable. I'm very uncomfortable. Please stop. And instead of listening, I was laughed at. Is that why you constantly come down on me and Kara because we hung out with Jake?
I personally think he's got a little crush on us, but that's just me.
Personally, I really don't care what his reasons are. Like, we're not talking about Tina. I have no issue with Tina. I know
Well,
she's got a lot of shit going on right now with her kid and
now,
her own health.
hey
She needs
Bob, I
she
know
needs to
you're
focus on
I
that.
know you're screen recording this, so you make sure you let Tina know I feel very bad about Albert, and my prayers are with him. Thank you. Share
We
that.
hope we hope the best for Albert and Tina, honestly. Like, our beef with her is over and done with. It's in the past. Like, we buried it behind us. You know, like I even said earlier, there's not much more anyone can really take from Tina at this point. You know, her father passed, her kids going through some shit, she's dealing with a lot of shit. You know, there's no point in beefing with her. You know,
I have a lot more time on my hands now.
I know. Like,
I can go get massages and facials and go shopping. A lot of time.
the only two I won't involve in is Jake's and Guest Mob. Okay,
That's
that's
great. What
fine.
you do?
Nobody's saying you have to.
Hey, then leave us the fuck alone.
We're not in Guest Mob. I don't support Isaac.
Nope.
Not anymore.
Nope.
He said a pretty vile thing about Bay, and that really upset me. And that upset me enough to leave. I said, fuck that. I'm not going to be a part of this if that's what he wants to do to Bay.
Yep, pretty much.
He was told that Bay had suffered strokes, and he suggested getting her on panel and making her have another one.
Yeah,
and that really upset me.
On the panel.
On the panel. And that really upset me. I wasn't bashed after I left. I wasn't like dragged or anything. I just left. That's it. I don't support that. No, I'm not. Like, I didn't support a lot of what Isaac did. The only thing I liked was when he was going after Tina, because me and her were beefing. But I'm over that now. And I hope she's over it too, because I don't want to beef with her. I don't want to beef with people. Like, honestly, I don't like G Mangoes because I've seen some of the vile things he's said about people. And I don't like it.
I don't watch him, so I don't know. Fuck it.
Well, honestly, Isaac, from what I'm understanding, has a lot going on right now, and he can deny it as much as he likes, but fucking screenshots and documents don't lie. I know he's lost a lot of supporters because, certain members of his group had left. Excuse me. I need my inhaler. Sorry, guys. I deal with this pneumonia in both lungs, so it's like it makes me out of breath when I talk too much. I need to get some more codeine. Some more cough medicine. That would help. Hopefully they put that order in tomorrow so I can go pick it up.
So we good, or we're not getting any more assholes in here getting on my nerves?
I don't know. No idea. Thanks, Morty. I hope I don't die. Because I didn't really mention it. I mentioned it earlier in the stream, but I was told at the doctor the other day that if I don't get better, I could die from this. It's in both lungs. It's pneumonia.
Then stop fucking smoking.
I actually have cut back on the smoking a lot.
Oh, Lord Jesus, Mary and Joseph, help me, Lord. Help me, Lord.
I have.
Stop smoking entirely until your lungs heal.
You know the fucking nightmare I live with, so I kind of need it.
I know, but golly.
I deal with constant bitching and fucking complaining. My grandfather is now sick, so that's something I'm always concerned about. I've been on his ass the last 2 days about going to the doctor, but he just wants to sit in his chair and watch his television and sleep, and that's about it.
That sounds lovely. I wish I could do that.
Yeah, me too. I have to wear a mask around my own house. I have to keep it on at all times, except when I'm in my room, because I don't want my family catching it.
I think I'm going to change my name because I'm sick of listening to it. Everyone calling
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Like, leave me the fuck alone.
I feel the same way. It's not as bad as it was when we lived up the other house. every day I would hear my name being called. And if I couldn't be like, what do you need? And they tell me, I would actually have to physically get up and go and find out what they needed.
No, my thing is, I'll get up, I'll do all this shit, and then I'll sit down finally. And then as soon as I sit down, within a minute, Kara, what do you want? Leave me alone. Mommy, oh jeez, help me, Lord. I'm like, can you leave me alone for 5 minutes, please? 5 minutes. That's all I want. 5 minutes. That's why I'll go outside and smoke in my car,
Mm.
because that way I get no. But then again, I don't get peace there either, because then a kid will come out and be like, "What are you doing, Mom?" I'm smoking. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I feel you there.
Ugh.
I got the weekend off. Kiddo went with my brother, his uncle, for the weekend. So because he doesn't get to see my brother all that often, and he's like, aside from Pop and his dad's father, my brother's like the only other male role model he has.
Oh,
So
he's up here for the weekend.
no, he's at the other house in Harford
Yeah,
County. So
that's what I'm saying. He's up here for the weekend.
yeah. And they have like the school right across the street with that big playground there so they can play. And
Oh, that's good.
the little girl next door came over here earlier, but everybody was like, no, sorry, not today. There's pneumonia in the house. Talking
Oh,
about me.
goodness. Yeah, well, I don't know how the boys have baseball in the morning, and they've both been sick, so I don't know if I should take them.
I'll just see how they feel in the morning. I gotta get down to the grocery store. I gotta get some more lettuce for the guinea pigs. I bought 2 bundles of romaine and they've already finished it.
Whoa.
They eat a lot. And if I don't give it to them, they cry.
Oh.
They have pellets and hay, but they want the romaine. That's their favorite thing to eat. Like I've
They
tried giving
want,
them like
they
they
want
love
the good
they love
stuff.
blueberries too. Blueberries are their favorite snack.
They want the good stuff.
Yeah, they love romaine, and it's good for them. It's part of their natural diet.
Ginger. Ginger.
I'll give them each like a leaf of romaine, and you know how big romaine leaves are. They're pretty big.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably have Gingy with me on Tuesday, so.
That's fine. Hopefully, I'm starting to feel better by Tuesday. I just took another dose of antibiotics. It says I have to take it every 12 hours.
Yeah, twice a day.
Yeah. I wish it was sooner than that. Avoid prolonged exposure to sunlight.
Yep, that's doxycycline. Yep, sure enough. Yep, you can get sick.
But it's supposed to cure my sickness. Oh, I also have an ear infection too. I don't know how that fucking works.
Doxycycline's also used to treat Lyme disease.
See, I don't even feel any pain or itchiness in my ear, but the doctor used her little scope thing to look in both my ears, and she went into my left ear and she was like, "Oh boy, you got an ear infection." I was like, "How?"
Lucky me, everyone in the house has had it, except for me. Thank you, immune system, for being overactive. I appreciate it.
I had pneumonia last year, but
I have never had pneumonia in my life.
it sucks. Aside from like the coughing and the shortness of breath and that kind of stuff, you feel this tightness in your back. And with both lungs, you feel it in both sides of your back. It feels like your shoulder blade really is being pulled away from your body. That's like the best way I can describe it.
I thought strep throat and shingles was bad.
Oh, speaking of which, you know how they did the strep throat test and the COVID test?
Yeah.
Apparently the COVID test didn't take because she didn't go back far enough into my brain. So I have to get it redone. I was wondering because like when she swabbed both my nostrils and I noticed she didn't go very far. But I didn't question it because I figured, okay, maybe that's all they needed. But they called me earlier today and said, "Hey, we got your COVID test back. It didn't take." And I
Yeah.
said, "Well, when she
If you
swabbed
don't,
me, she didn't go back very far."
yeah, if you don't sneeze during a COVID test, they didn't do it right.
Mm. So I'm gonna have to go back and get another one, which is oh so fun.
It's fun. It's funny because the boys have had 2 COVID tests within 2 weeks.
I could probably just go to the pharmacy and get a test there.
Yeah, you can.
I got both my shots, so I'm good with my COVID vaccine. I'm amazed though that I managed to get pneumonia with that vaccine. I thought that would like suppress it somewhat, but no.
It's girl. It's not a pneumococcal vaccine. It was a
No,
damn
I know
COVID
that. I
vaccine.
know that, but like it.
Oh, oh my God!
What?
Oh, help me, Jesus! Oh, Kevin, you just gave me a heart attack.
I was
Oh
standing
my God.
right here looking at you.
Oh,
Oh my god!
oh,
Did you think I was the ghost?
oh my gosh! You just made me jump so
I
bad.
did.
My heart is pounding. Oh, he's trying to get rid of me. He's trying to give me a heart attack. Oh,
No, I just.
But not. It's like I feel like you know the COVID vaccine it suppresses a lot of the symptoms that COVID has. Which share similarities to pneumonia, so I figured they would fucking suppress it somewhat, but nope.
no, as Kevin tries to kill me. I know you hate me sometimes, but damn, I didn't think you wanted to get rid of me permanently.
Is he just standing there in like the doorway glaring at you or something?
It's dark. Okay, I don't have any lights on. Okay,
Oh,
all I have is the light to my laptop, and I look and I see this shadow in the doorway, and it scared the fuck out of me.
You jumped 3 feet.
Did I jump?
Yeah, you jumped and moved 3 feet.
I was like, fuck. All I saw was this shadow, big, huge shadow in the doorway. I was like, you gotta walk heavier or something, Lord.
I don't walk heavy. I
Oh,
practiced for a long.
Jesus.
I
Jesus,
grew up
he's
in a
trying to
house
kill
where
me.
if you wanted to sneak down to get a snack, you better not be heard, and those steps were creaky.
oh yeah, you have to learn how to be light on your toes.
Yep, I had to learn how to walk lightly.
Yeah, okay, walk lightly and kill your wife with a heart attack. Shit. Oh my gosh, that oh.
I remember when I was sneaking out of the house as a teenager, I'd have to take like these giant steps and like kind of like hop a little bit, hop to the door, get out.
I never snuck out of the house. I was a good
Oh,
girl.
I did. I was a stupid kid.
I was a good girl.
Thing.
Sneaking out of, if I wanted to sneak out of the house, that would have been easy because I was in the basement. I could have just opened the door and walked out. But I was the one that either stayed up on the computer or the video games until like 3 or 4 in the morning, then fell asleep in class.
Mm.
Okay.
But I could still ace the tests anyway.
Well, I used to live like right around the corner from like this big apartment complex, and there was always one apartment that was abandoned, and we would always like sneak out of the house at night and like go hang out there for a little while and just chill.
I wonder what my pulse was, because Lord.
You then had to put your wrist cuff on.
Oh my.
Find out.
Holy shit. I just saw like this shadow, big, huge shadow blocking out the light. And I was like,
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Do you want to know what would get me when me and John dated? His sister had this giant cardboard cutout of Edward Cullen from Twilight, and she kept it in the corner, right in front of the door. And if it was dark and you were walking by, it was like the perfect silhouette in the window, and it would always freak me out every time I walked by it.
Oh,
See, I'm an
Edward Cullen wouldn't do nothing to you.
See, even back then, I could have probably put 2 little red LEDs to turn on at random intervals.
I would have started crossing myself and doing a Hail Mary.
Oh, I thought you'd just lunge at him and be like, Edward Cullen, you've come to see me.
No, I wasn't an Edward Cullen fan. I was Team Jake.
Oh, God. Come on.
Let me tell you what, Taylor Lautner is sexy as hell.
He is good looking. I'm not going to lie. So is Robert Pattinson. He's not. But Twilight, fuck that fucking franchise. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
I like Twilight. I'm sorry. I like Twilight so much, I gave one of the names to Sebastian.
You know, because John's sister was obsessed with Twilight. Every time a new movie came out, John would force me to go to the movies because he had to take her to go see it.
Oh, I went there the first day it opened.
I've seen it at least 20 times. I've seen it more times than I've seen Star Trek.
Well, you know what? John started cracking a joke. He's like, I'm not Team Edward or Team Jacob. I'm Team Charlie, Bella's dad.
Yeah, I think when the third one came out, I think I saw it twice in one day. The first day it came out, I saw it twice.
Once the pregnancy happened, that was it. I was like, fuck this franchise.
Girl, when it's funny because when that first Breaking Dawn 1 came out, I was pregnant with Henry. So I was like, oh. And then when the second one came out, it was a month before I had Sebastian. And we went to the midnight showing of that one. The good old days when things were much easier and simpler, when the children weren't driving me crazy.
Over the first movie, I didn't have to watch that one in theaters, but the second one I did. I'm sitting there in the chair watching this movie, hating life, and I'm throwing popcorn at it. I'm just throwing popcorn at it.
The second one was awful.
I was like, fuck this movie, fuck you, Edward, and fuck you, Bella. I fucking hated all of it. I couldn't stand it. It's because I'm so big with vampire lore, particularly the real lore behind it. And fucking Stephenie Meyers, the writer of Twilight, like completely fucked it over. Like, vampires don't fucking sparkle. I don't care what anybody says.
I gotta tell you something that you ain't gonna like.
Oh my God, what?
He's writing a new book for Twilight.
I hate it. I hate it.
Oh my God. Yeah, she's writing a new book.
If you think about a vampire who gets in the sunlight, they burst into flames. They don't sparkle like diamonds. I'm sorry. That's just so stupid. But girls everywhere were fucking all over Twilight. And I'm just like, it makes me want to kill myself. Like, honestly.
I love Twilight. I love all vampire movies. They're all the best. Vampire shows, vampire movies. They're all good.
I was definitely into Buffy the Vampire Slayer. But if nobody knows what one, it's called Vampire the Masquerade. I was like really big on that.
Did you see that show that came? They canceled it after one season, but that was a great show.
What?
Vampire the Masquerade.
No.
It was good.
I would have to probably look into that.
And the
Um,
Vampire Diaries, then the originals, then Bram Stoker's Dracula, then True Blood. Yeah, I watched all of it.
I watched only one season of True Blood. I never got to watch the rest. I
It,
kind of enjoyed True Blood.
it
I
was
kind of did
good.
enjoy it,
The
but
last season sucked.
I kind of preferred the written version of Vampire the Masquerade because there was like so much more to it than just like what you would see on a TV show, because they have to condense it down to like so much amount of time to fit into one episode, and you end up missing a lot. When you get the written version, you get so much more.
Of course, that's how books are.
I know, so that's why I kind of preferred it.
You'd like you know what you'd probably like a Discovery of Witches. That was good.
Yeah, I've kind of like started getting into the whole Wiccan thing. I've been reading up a lot about it.
Not really.
Well, I'm not planning to become one. I just kind of enjoy the aesthetic of it because, like, the triple moon and the pentagrams and that kind of stuff. I kind of enjoy the whole aesthetic behind it, the crystal things, and like all kinds of stuff. I have like a shitload of crap wish listed. I don't have the kind of dedication for an actual like faith, so
Oh boy. Mm-mm-mm.
but there is
But
one thing that the whole Wiccan thing I do live by is like beware the law of three. Whatever you put out comes back times three. It's called karma's a bitch.
I believe in karma. I sure believe in karma.
Yes, karma is a big thing. Um, anyways, let me think. I understand. Like, let's get back over to Jake, I guess. I understand a lot of people don't like Jake, and that's fine. I didn't hang out with Jake because he talked shit about people. I hung out with Jake because I honestly thought he was my friend. And friends do fight. They do, sometimes friendships do break down and, disappear. Like you and me, Kara, we're a prime example of that. Like we've
Yep.
stopped being friends a couple of times, but we always end up being friends again because, we're stuck with each other.
Yeah. Plus, our boys like each other.
Yes. But I enjoy having you as my friend,
I
and,
do.
and I enjoyed being friends with Jake, and I'm sad that he didn't feel the same. So it's whatever.
Give him time. He might just. I think y'all just need some time apart.
That could be it. Could be. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it is just him being a dumb man and he doesn't fucking get it. Could just be
Trust
him
me.
not giving a
Yeah.
fuck.
Trust me. After living with Kevin for 11 years, he still doesn't get some of the shit that I get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We fight over stupid shit. Like he doesn't, like he'll say something that I don't get, and then he gets pissed, and or same goes the other way.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. I'm not going to be sorry. I'm not going to apologize for talking about my guinea pigs. They mean a lot to me, just like my kid does, just like my cat does. I'm going to talk about the things that mean something to me because they're what make me happy. And if somebody has an issue with that, kindly kick rocks.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I
don't understand. Yeah. I mean, Kevin doesn't understand the attachment between me and Ginger and Ruben.
They're like they're your fur babies.
Yep.
They're very attached to you. I absolutely adore these guinea pigs. Like every single day, they're getting more and more used to me and more comfortable with me. And I'll talk to
Right.
them. I'll actually stand next to their cage and talk to them, and they're looking up at me.
Aw.
talking to them because they know that, hey, this is mom. you know?
Aw. She feeds me.
Yeah, pretty much. And they love chin scratches, especially Nibbles.
Aw.
Nibbles is starting to get more comfortable with me rubbing her belly.
Aw.
Pudding is still iffy, but I'm slowly wearing her down.
Aw.
But it's something that means something to me, and
All right. Hi,
yeah.
baby. Guess who just came in to say hello?
Ginger.
Nope, baby girl.
Oh.
You're so pretty.
And then there's the cat.
That's her. Baby girl. She my baby.
Yeah, I'm also talking about mine. Like, Spooky wasn't originally my sister's cat. She decided she didn't want to take care of him no more. She got lazy, so I became basically caregiver of this cat. He is more comfortable with me. His litter box is down here. I have all his wet food and his dry food down here. They keep some dry food and water upstairs, but he prefers to be down here. And he sleeps.
Hmm.
I have a little bench thing next to me with a blanket on it, and he'll sleep on it next to me while I'm on my computer. Or if I'm in bed, he'll come and lay in bed with me. Or sometimes when I'm on my computer, he'll lay on the stairs behind me. He just likes being close to me because I'm basically mom to him.
That's Ginger. She's up my ass anywhere I go. She hears me get my car keys. And I open that door, she's out the door before I am. And she'll walk right over to the SUV and she'll just sit there. Like, okay, open the door. I'm ready to go.
And then you got Mason,
Mm.
who is the absolute apple of my life. He is everything to me.
We
And
love them, but they drive us fucking
yeah,
insane.
well, today he didn't do very well in school. He got a red day, which is red is the worst you could get. And he talked back to the teacher,
Mm.
which, is not good. Um, I talked to him, and, he doesn't like being told that he's bad, but he openly acknowledges when he's bad. I don't get that.
That's every kid.
Yeah. But um, he wanted to open one of his Christmas presents early, and he was told no. He comes downstairs, and he's like, guess what? And I was like, what? And he goes, I wanted to open one present, and they said no. And I said,
There
well,
you are.
you can't open your presents until Christmas because Santa's going to bring you even more presents. So you get to open all of them on Christmas Day. And he said, I wanted to do it now, and I don't like it. And I said, whoa, stop. Because he screamed right in my face. And mind you, I've got pneumonia. I had to put my mask on around him because I don't want him getting it. And I was like, whoa, stop, kiddo. Calm down. And then he gets upset and smacks my hand like really hard. And I was like, ow, why? Why you do that? And then he just looks at me and says, huh. And he just goes right upstairs. And I'm just like, wow, okay.
They all must be in a mood today. Had
Yeah.
a full moon or something.
When he gets in trouble at school or in the morning, that pretty much determines
Mm-hmm.
the rest of the day. And
Yep.
today was not a good day. Excuse me. But he's going with my brother this weekend. They're already gone. So he'll have the weekend to chill out and hang out, with Justin and, you know, give me a break because I could use it.
I want a break, but Eddie, I'll have a break tomorrow at the wedding. Woohoo!
Oh, yeah, that's true.
The wedding. Thank you.
Love him. I love my son more than anything in the world. I would take a bullet for my kid if I needed to. But he drives me nuts at times,
Mm-hmm.
and I do
Mine
need a
too.
break. And it's been a really stressful couple of weeks, with me being sick and not being able to be as active with him as I would like to be. You know, the family wants me to stay away from all of them because they don't want to get sick. I know my grandfather is sick now, but um, for the most part, mom and my sister have been helping with him, and I appreciate them so much right now for helping me.
You hear her? She's snoring.
Yeah, I heard. But, it does drive me a little nuts when he causes some crap at school because I'm like, I can't be on him when I'm sick, because I can't
I
yell
know.
at him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I tried to explain to him, it's like, look, you got to do better in school. School time is buckle down time. You have to do your schoolwork. You can play when you're done with school. You got all weekend to play.
Yep.
School time is school is very important. You got to
School
get
is his. School is his job.
yes. School is your number one priority, and that's what you need to focus on. Because I want him to be able to go to college in the future. I want him to earn a scholarship, and I don't want him to get stuck with student loans and shit like I am. And I'm still stuck with student loans to this day, and it's difficult because it makes it hard to you know pay them off when I'm not working, which I am planning on getting a job here soon.
That's why it's good to be on disability because then the federal government will write off all your student loans.
Well, that's why my sister got lucky. She's disabled for life because
Yep.
not because of it, like because of the MS. She's disabled for life. She can't drive a car. She can't get a job. She can't do anything. All she can do is walk. And if she were to suffer an episode, she would be in the hospital. And this
Mm-hmm.
disease that she suffers from could eventually kill her.
Yep.
And that's a big problem. So she's disabled for the rest of her life.
And
Me, what
so
I
am I.
deal with is an osteochondral defect in my ankle, including, the tarsal tunnel syndrome and the neuropathy. And that makes it very hard to stand on my leg for long periods of time. If I get an ankle brace, it'll be a lot easier. But also, I discovered a shoe that makes it so much easier called Crocs.
Mm-hmm.
Crocs are so squishy and they're so comfortable. And I was actually able to walk to the grocery store before in them, no pain. And that I actually almost broke down and cried when that happened because, like, I had suffered through years of pain walking to the grocery store or anywhere in general. Even standing at the kitchen sink to do dishes has been a chore, with my leg. But now that
Right.
I'm starting to get better, it's starting to get back to a point where I'm able to stand on it for longer periods without pain, and I can walk now with the Crocs. If I can get a job and wear my Crocs, I'd be very happy because I wouldn't be in a lot of pain.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. All right, girl, you want to end it because it's getting late.
Yeah, might as well.
All
I'm gonna
right,
go to
well,
sleep.
bye, y'all.
See you later.
Bye bye now.
Bye.
Oh, let me end. Hit the red button.